When you talk hip-hop royalty, two names always rise to the top. Queen Latifah and MC Lyte didn't just step into rap. They kicked down doors in the late 80s and early 90s, repping women in a culture where men ruled everything. But here's the catch. With two queens holding the crown at once, the game and the fans were quick to stir drama. Whispers started that Latifah might have tried to edge Lyte out, with rumors of behind-the-scenes power plays designed to dim her shine. And it didn't stop there. For years, unconfirmed talk floated around that Latifah and Lyte were closer than friends back in those early days. If true, was a personal fallout the reason they never gave fans the epic collab they craved? That's the million-dollar question. What we do know is both women came up in the same era, carrying the same mission, breaking open space for female MCs in one of the toughest industries on earth. And they didn't just hold their ground. They thrived. Look at Lyte's receipts. She was the first woman in rap to ever drop a solo full-length album. Lyte as a Rock in 1988, blazing a trail for everyone who came after. She followed it with back-to-back classics, Cha Cha Cha, Paper Thin, Roughneck, that earned her the first Grammy nomination ever for a solo female rapper. Beyond the booth, her voice became iconic across radio and television, stacking up major honors like BET's recognition, the I Am Hip Hop Lifetime Achievement Award, and VH1's Hip Hop Honors. But then you check Latifah's resume, and it's another level entirely. She's got a Grammy out of 6 nominations, a Golden Globe, 2 SAG Awards, 2 NAACP Image Awards, 3 Emmy nods, and even an Academy Award nomination in 2021. On top of that, she made history as the very first rapper, male or female, to ever receive BET's Lifetime Achievement Award. And just last year, in 2023, Latifah became the first female rapper ever honored at the Kennedy Center. That's beyond legendary. Still, the streets kept talking. No matter how much these women paved the way, whispers of a hidden feud never went away. And let's be real, comparisons only pour gas on the fire. Latifah brought her regal, queen-conscious energy, while Lyte cut through beats with sharp, no-nonsense delivery. So every time one landed a chart hit, scored an award, or graced a magazine cover, debates broke out. Who reigned supreme? Was Lyte the raw lyricist, while Latifah became the polished face of the movement? Those questions fueled a story nobody could prove, but everybody wanted to believe. Then came the flashpoint, 1989. Latifah dropped her anthem Ladies First, a record that spotlighted the top women in rap. And fans noticed something. MC Lyte was missing. To outsiders, that absence looked like proof of beef. After all, Ladies First became a defining moment for women in hip-hop, and Lyte's absence stuck out like a headline waiting to be written. But here's the twist. Lyte turned it down. Later, she cleared the air. Lyte admitted she regretted not being part of the track, but explained she had to help her mother move that same day. Talk about bad timing. Still, she praised the unity of Ladies First, calling it historic because it was the first time women really joined forces on a rap record. Latifah backed it up, saying she invited every female rapper, including Lyte. Yet despite that explanation, rumors didn't die. People kept spinning the story, even linking it to Lyte's career slowing down. But if you ask MC Lyte, she'll tell you straight. There was a bigger villain than any so-called beef, the record labels. She made it clear the industry was rigged. Because even when women sold millions, the labels weren't cutting checks the way they should. That, more than any personal drama, was what kept her from getting her full shine. On The Breakfast Club, MC Lyte kept it brutally real. When asked about publishing royalties, she admitted she barely saw any money from it. Slightly, she said. Slightly, but nothing like I should have. That's the dark truth of the music industry. Even after selling more than 1 million records, her real money didn't come from music. It came from a road. Touring was her survival. Lyte painted the picture herself. When I started touring, that's when I started making money. That's when I got a house. But by the time I furnished it, I had nothing left to cover my windows. I had to throw sheets up and just live with it until my next tour check came in. That's how wild the game was back then. Labels ate first. Artists lived check to check, even legends, and she didn't hold back her warning for younger artists either. She told them straight, "Money in this business comes in waves. Don't get fooled by the highs, because the lows hit just as hard." Proof that Lyte's battle was never with Queen Latifah. It was an industry that stacked the deck against her from day one. In fact, Lyte has always said the opposite about Latifah. She calls her a sister, a queen, someone who changed how every female MC looked at business, and how the world respected women in rap. Their bond, Lyte explained, was built on transparency and trust, the kind where nothing gets lost in translation. She even told Essence, right from the start, we were inseparable. She had this vibrancy. Latifah was free. So much of that came from her mother. That's not beef. That's sisterhood. And Queen Latifah proved it years later. When she accepted her BET Lifetime Achievement Award, she made sure to salute her hip-hop sisters, shouting out MC Lyte, Lil' Kim, Money Love, and others who walked the same road. That moment showed Latifah never forgot who stood beside her when the industry tried to box her out. Because make no mistake, Latifah faced her own battles. She was judged constantly, not just for being a woman, not just for being black, but for her body. She revealed how, during Living Single, executives told her and her castmates to lose weight for the show. The words cut deep, but her clapback was legendary. We are what women look like. We're not going to lose weight for somebody else's idea of what we're supposed to look like. Latifah admitted she grew up believing she could never match the industry's idea of beauty. Size 2, blue-eyed, a so-called perfect look. But instead of shrinking, she flipped the script. She forced Hollywood and hip-hop alike to expand their definition of beauty and power. Both she and MC Lyte carved out space where no one wanted them to fit in, and they did it side by side. But the streets never stopped whispering. For decades, people speculated about Latifah's sexuality. The rumors only grew louder after her iconic role in Set It Off, where she played a lesbian bank robber with unforgettable grit. Fans wondered if art was imitating life. Latifah stayed silent. She never confirmed, never denied, and that silence only fueled the fire. Some even tied those whispers back to her friendship with Lyte. Fast forward to 2024. MC Lyte finally addressed it head-on. On The Breakfast Club, she was asked point-blank about the rumors of her and Latifah being more than friends. Her response was calm, direct, and final. Never was. Never was. Still, let's be real. Hollywood thrives on whispers, shadows, half-truths, and once the rumors are out there, they never really die. But here's what can't be denied. Queen Latifah and MC Lyte weren't rivals. They weren't enemies. They were sisters. Two women who fought battles bigger than each other and still changed hip-hop forever.